What happened?
Oh, so you can dish it out, but you can't take it, huh?
Did you just pinch me?
I thought we were going to be mature about this situation.
You did, didn't you?
Well, what? You don't think it's fair?
Oh, I don't think it's
Oh,
fair.
wait a minute. No physical contact. We agreed.
All right, well, what do you call that?
Ted, I couldn't have pinched you. Let's get out of
Oh, my
here.
gosh.
Oh, it's a scorpion.
No. That's just a little crab. Just a little crab. Have you ever seen those things in New Jersey?
Oh, and to think he was crawling on me in my sleep. Oh.
Uh-oh.
What?
There is a huge crab.
Oh,
Here, I'm teasing. I'm sorry, I'm just joking.
Look, this on the beach is nice once in a while, but, I want my own room. I want my own bed. I want my own bathroom.
I know, I do too. But, I can't afford a place on my own. I'll probably have to find a roommate.
And buy 1,000 shares of Alderaan. Also, give me the latest prices on pork bellies. Yes, Dad, what is it?
Well,
Oh, I know. You expected my first word to be Dada.
Then you understand my surprise.
Here. Could you have a splash of Kahlua next time?
Mason, honey, your alarm went off. Didn't you hear it? What's funny?
Nothing. I was having a dream. Our son was following in my footsteps. I guess it's hard to explain. How are you this morning?
I'm less angry. I'm sorry about last night.
That's my fault.
No, I shouldn't have just run out and left you like that.
You told me you didn't want Mark involved. I went right around and called him.
I guess I need more time.
You know, you always say that.
Well, it's because you're always pressuring me.
I have a temper, too, you know.
Mason, look, whether or not I want an annulment is my decision.
That's not fair. If it affects our child, it affects me, Mary.
Hey, didn't you just say you were wrong?
Yeah, it doesn't mean I wouldn't do it again.
Mason, after I left, did you call Mark again?
I want to be married to you, Mary. All Mark has to do is go to the bishop with us. I thought if he knew that you were pregnant, then...
Did you tell him that?
Did you see Ted at all yesterday?
No, I saw him the day before yesterday. Why?
Oh, was he angry? I mean, did I do something?
I don't know. Did you?
How do I know? I'm always walking on eggs around here anyway for fear of injuring somebody's pride or, heaven forbid, somebody's independence. You know, someday I think I'm going to hire a press agent just so I can talk to my children.
Would you please just calm down, Cece, and tell me why you think Ted is upset?
He didn't come home last night. Rosa said he took his sleeping bag with him, too.
Well, sometimes he likes to sleep out on the beach. Maybe he did that.
Did you know that after Haley quit, she went to work at the same radio station that Ted is working at?
Oh, I see. Is that what this is all about? You said something to Ted about Haley.
I did not forbid him from seeing her, but everybody has been complaining about the lack of openness, about the lack of honesty around here. So I thought I would let him know how I felt, that's all.
Oh, Cece, she's a lovely girl. She's nice and she's
That is
pretty.
not the point. She is not of Ted's caliber.
Cece.
Mr. Catwell, someone to see you.
Who is it? Oh, never mind. I'm not even here.
Not even to family? Good morning, Sophia.
Hello, Grant.
Hello, Grant. What can I do for you?
Funny you should ask.
Julia. I guess the please just go away.
Oh, come on. Let's sit down and talk. We don't have to talk about anything. I rarely do anyway.
I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I really don't. What I got myself into, I deserved it.
You loved the wrong man, but he used you. He wanted someone to believe in him with even all the evidence was overwhelmingly stacked against him.
Nobody uses me. I make my own decisions, and I got what I wanted out of it.
You don't really believe that.
Will you please just stay out of my life? Some people just need to be alone, and if this hasn't been demonstrated to me yet, well, it certainly has been now. Maybe you and Lionel could learn something from it.
What good does it do you to keep on hurting me?
Then stop letting me, would you please just be?
All right. I'll be down.
Excuse me. Make a table for one, please, and put it on my hotel bill. I just checked it.
Did he say when he was coming?
Who knows?
But you didn't tell him about the baby.
No, not yet. But how else are we going to explain why we're in such a hurry? And why shouldn't we tell him?
I told you, he's unpredictable. He could try and prove that it's legally his.
Just let him try. Look, I know I've been dishonest and underhanded. People who know me well wouldn't find that earth-shattering news, but you're not going to make more out of it than it is, are you? They're going to pack and say everything's off.
Mason, I hope you know me better than that.
Yeah, I know you. We all have our faults.
What does that mean?
You're terrified of major decisions. You'll do anything to avoid them.
That's not true.
Yeah? Well, how many times have you started to call off the marriage and then gotten cold feet? Now, here it is on the verge of happening, and you're looking for reasons against it.
I'm not doing that. I just need more time before I see Mark again.
If you take much more time, we won't be able to hide the fact that you're pregnant. Then what? Without Mark, there won't be an annulment.
Mason, can't you be patient? Just trust that I'll do the right thing.
I want to, but I'm afraid. Can't you see that? I'm not saying these things to hurt you. I'm afraid of losing you.
Oh, Mason, that's not going to happen. Oh, you know how afraid I was of losing you.
Wow. Hello.
Surprise. I took a flight out last night. I figured, why wait? Are you there?
Yeah.
Well, is Mary. Do you want me to come over? You want to meet me? What?
Just a minute.
Who is it?
He's here.
Mark.
Нет, мисс Роксан, это не реклама.
I don't know who she is. Date her? Well, I think that would be up to Ted. Yes, I could see where you would think it would be romantic, but what does Ted look like?
Fat and bald.
Excuse me, I can't give out that information, but I really appreciate your call.
Another listener playing matchmaker for Ted and his mystery caller?
Oh, well, she thought Roxanne was Madonna. I don't know. Maybe it might be good for publicity.
Not to mention Ted's ego.
He just thinks it's fun, that's all.
How about you?
Doesn't bother me.
You know, there's only one way to stand up to a heavy-breathing man-pleaser like that, Roxanne.
And how's that?
The feminist way. Be your own person.
I don't think frizzing my hair, wearing slacks is going to impress Ted one way or the other.
There's a little more to it than that. Haley, why do you think I don't like you?
I don't know about like. I just don't think you approve of me.
Well, if you care what I think, you're the only one around here who does. Besides, it's not entirely true. It's okay having someone as stubborn as I am to talk to. In fact, are you still looking for an apartment? I saw your notice up on the bulletin board.
Why? Do you know of one?
No, but I'm looking too. We can find a bigger place if you went in as roommates.
Thanks. But I already have somebody.
Already?
Yes, Ted and I are going to move in together.
Oh, Haley.
What?
Nothing.
You certainly kept the old homestead looking well. Overdressed, but well.
Cece, I think I'll wait for you in the study.
No need, Sophia. I'm sure Grant won't prolong the interruption. Courtney's not here right now, Grant.
Mind if I take a look at my old room?
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. It's Ted's now. You'd hardly recognize her.
Ah, Uncle Grant.
Hello, Ted.
Hi. Ted, I'd like to speak to you, please. At your earliest convenience, of course.
I haven't seen you since Madeline. We all miss her.
Thank you.
Hi, beautiful.
Ted.
Hi, honey. Thank you.
Ted,
Excuse me, Dad. I better go upstairs.
at your earliest convenience.
I'll take care of it.
Sounds like Ted's making a change of address. Must be disconcerting to have your children move out without warning.
Not nearly as much as having yours move in without warning. Why are you lurking around Santa Barbara, Grant?
My business is taking longer than I expected.
Your business, as Madeline's is with Lionel Lockridge. Is that correct?
Lionel doesn't have much left to do business with, does he? I thought you made sure of that. Of course, neither did I when you got through with me. But all that's changed now.
Oh, please, don't blame me for what Greed did to you.
I sympathize with Lionel. It's very hard to be driven out of your home. It might not be for you. Living alone or almost alone as you do. You wouldn't miss all this space, would you?
I'll never find out, Grant.
When's the last time you sent Pamela money?
Get out.
Does her son Mason know the whole romantic story?
Look at you. You're almost an old man. When do you think you'll ever grow up?
Ted seems like a bright young fellow. You might watch him and see how it's done, Cece. Packing, that is. Goodbye.
Welcome to Lard headquarters.
I'd almost forgot.
Yes, and there was a message for you, too. I'm off to the bank to deposit your check. You won't regret it. Your grateful partner.
What a mess.
So this is your secret to dealing with C.C. Capwell? What a stroke of genius. Raise his cholesterol and then give him apoplexy when he sees Gina's grotesque little grin. Who does she think she is, Mother Hubbard?
Well, I had to let her finish her baking.
Oh, I know, and of course your heart just always goes out to half-baked women. I'm just so sorry that I missed you and Grant and your little apron strings and your rolling pins. I'm sure you'll get everything you lost back, well, in no time.
Now, Grant had nothing to do with it.
Sensible him. I don't suppose that the check that Gina loped off to the bank with has any resemblance to the $5,000 I gave you.
Oh, no. Look, this was an opportunity I couldn't pass up. Oh, Rip. Can you imagine C.C. Capwell's face seeing one of Gina's commercials? Mommies, daddies, cops, and bookies. All love Mrs. Capwell's cookies.
That'll put him into a coma for good.
Oh, come on. You'll get your money back sooner than you think.
From Grant?
Well, no, for me.
Via Grant, you decided to trust him?
It's our best shot, I guess.
That's not what you said this morning. Lionel, am I still considered a Lockridge?
Well, of course you are.
Well, then I have a voice in this, and I have a right to know. Are you the one who embezzled Emmett Capwell?
You'll find out as soon as Grant Capwell gets here.
I really think you're making it unduly hard on yourself.
Well, I guess I'll have to find out, Dad.
Oh, come on. Now, you have a beautiful home here. You have people looking out for you. You're free to do anything you want.
Yeah.
I think I've kept my part of the bargain.
Fine. You think that.
Cece, he's packed. He's ready to leave. Why don't we just wish him good luck?
Because I got to tell you something. I really don't think this is the reason. I think this is a definite message to me. Now, are you punishing me for something? For something I did?
Dad, I love you, and I love this house. It's just that right now I feel that it's very important for me to move out. Now, we've had our disagreements, but, Dad, please, let's just not make this another one of them, all right?
Honey, do you have an address?
No, this is the way I gotta find one today. We gotta find something.
What do you mean, we? Who's we?
Haley and I.
You mean to tell me...
Dad, just please, just drop it, all right? You know I'm gonna do what I think is right for me.
You gonna call us a matter of principle, shacking up with the maid?
Oh,
Now, wait a
all right,
minute,
that's-
Cece. That's you. Anyone who hates a snob, you do.
Oh, what? You call her being a snob, recognizing the fact that your background has nothing in common with hers?
yes, it is. Dad, if you think it matters.
I suppose you gave your blessing to this.
No, she didn't think I was ready for it, but we talked, we disagreed, and that was that. We respect each other.
Son, look, I'm not giving you an order. I'm asking you to think this thing through. Things that you take for granted. I mean, she's never even heard of. Conversations you're going to get into, she will feel more and more insecure and less equal than anybody else. You're going to stay at home. You're going to not go to restaurants. You'll take her to places you'd normally thumb your nose at. And eventually you're going to say to yourself, even though you won't want to admit it, what am I doing mixed up with someone like this?
Yeah, right now, that's the question I'm asking myself about you, Dad. Now, goodbye.
Ted, listen, I didn't mean it the way it... Ted! Well, couldn't have handled that much worse now, could I?
I doubt it.
I try to give them, all of them, the benefit of my experience. I really do.
That's the mistake you're making. They're not going to benefit from your experience. They want their own experience.
And what are parents for? Would you mind telling me that?
Not to make little carbon copies of you. All he wanted was for you to trust his judgment, which obviously you didn't do, did you? A shock to me, Cece, because you never trust anyone.
You know what day this is?
Thursday.
Do you think I would make a point of asking you here because it's a Thursday?
Sure. You wanted me to help you manipulate Ted.
No, I didn't. I can foul things up with my children without your help.
Of course I know what day it is.
Huh. Is this the way people should behave on the day of their wedding anniversary?
We're not married anymore.
This is true, but I thought we might do something to mark the occasion.
Like what?
This evening, never mind what.
Wait a minute. Are you asking me out on a date?
Oh, come on, don't complicate things. Say yes or no. No, don't say no. Say yes. What do you mean, why?
Why? Why are you asking me? Why should I say yes?
If you have to ask, I don't think it can be explained.
I should know.
Yes, you should know.
Well, I don't. You bellow out an invitation. You even tell me what to say. And not a clue, Cece, not a clue as to actually how you're feeling. And after all of these anniversary-less years, you make this sound like the most ordinary obligation in the world.
What do you want me to say, Sophia?
I don't know. Surprise me.
I've asked you to commemorate our marriage, not relive it. You know, you always do this to me. You really do. You always back me into a corner till you somehow manage to hear what you wanted to hear.
I back you into a corner so you will start talking like a human being.
Why? You want to know why? Because I want to be with you tonight. That's why.
Mr. Capwell,
Take a message. I'm not here, Tina.
is someone to see Mrs. Armonti?
She's not here either. Can't you see that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
Mary, no, I'm sorry.
Look, I'll wait up.
No, it's please forgive me. Sophia, she's right there.
It's all right, Mary.
Oh, you two talk. I'm a busy man. I've got a lot of desk work to take care of. Excuse me.
Cece. What time tonight?
$7:30-ish. Black tie.
Listen, if my sister comes back down here, can I tell her that I'll bring maybe later this evening?
Well, counselor, I thought you were off in the woods somewhere. Killer bees scare you off, or was it the killer boyfriend?
Drop dead, Mason.
Assertiveness training. Well, no beard. I hardly recognize her.
Well, finally. Where's Mary?
She's on her way.
You want to tell me why the urgent phone call in the middle of the night?
I told you, Mark, we want to get the annulment rolling, and it turns out we can't do that without you.
You made it sound like an emergency. Why?
We don't want to wait to get married.
Why didn't you think of that before I left?
You must be tired after flying all night. Did you take a room?
Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Does Mary even know that you called me?
Yeah.
She's changed her mind on you, hasn't she?
No, Mark, the basic problem is that she's afraid to see you again so soon.
Mm-hmm. Then why the sudden annulment so you can have a quick remarriage, huh?
Well, she did want it that way at first, but now a problem has come up.
Yeah, I bet. I flew in from the Caribbean for nothing then, right? All right, fine. Where's Mary? Your apartment? Great.
She won't see you, Mark.
Fine. And the two of you can just go whistle in the wind, because I'm not going to lift a finger to help your little happily ever after.
Mark, wait.
No, there's a plane leaving at noon. I'm going to be on it.
All right. I guess you're entitled to an explanation.
And break out your mother's love beads for this one. This is an oldie. It's called Leaving Home. Something we all have to do at one time or another. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry I ran right past you. I was afraid I was going to be late.
That's okay. How'd it go?
Fine. I packed up all my stuff. I got the van, and I got all your stuff out of my room. Now, is that all the stuff?
Ted, I meant how did it go with your father?
Well, Haley, I don't think that's something you really need to worry about.
I do worry about it. Look, Ted, if a miracle happened and I could have my father back, I would hate someone being in the way and making us argue.
Wait, what my dad objects to is me, not you. Whatever I decide, right from the beginning, my dad has decided that it is a big mistake. He basically thinks that I have no idea what I'm doing. Now, sometimes he's right, and sometimes I don't have any idea what I'm doing, but I haven't caused any major problems.
I want to know you for a long, long time.
Well, me too.
Yeah, but Ted, I don't think this is the right way to start off. I mean, I know you. I know you need your family. Look, we all fight with our parents, but the arguments go away when the cause of the problem disappears.
You're making it sound like I want you to hang around so I can use you as an excuse to argue with Dad. Well, now, wait, get that out of your head. I am not a rebel. You know, I'm just a kid, a very boring kid who wants some very ordinary things.
You're not boring.
Are you starting to think twice about moving in with me? Huh? Is that it?
I want to. I do. I don't want it to end up looking like something just to do.
Haley, I don't want to share rent with you. I want to share your life. Now, you can say no, but I don't want you ever to think for a minute that I'm doing this because I have nothing else to do, because of Dad, or because it'd make you like me more. Okay? Come here. Come on.
Oh, Ted, hey, look, I'll go look at the classifieds, okay?
Huh?
Yeah.
Necking in the booth is not allowed. You guys are doing it, aren't you?
Excuse me?
I meant moving in together.
Yes. Hey, and Jane, don't have me ask Ted to sign a contract saying he's going to vacuum and do the laundry, okay?
I just didn't know you were that close, that's all.
Attention all beach lovers. Roll over and fry the underside. All right, I'm going to open up the call lines now with a request of my own. Anybody out there knowing of a one-bedroom place? If you don't want to see me sleeping out on the streets, then, hey, give me a call.
See, if only Mason had waited a month, then I could have told Mark I was pregnant without it occurring to him that it could be his baby, which it is not.
Mary, you sound a lot more sure of that than you're acting.
Sophia, I was only with him once.
What are you afraid of? You afraid if Mark finds out you're pregnant, he might think it's his child and try to get custody?
Yes, he might. He might do that just to get back at Mason.
Mary, I understand being afraid. You know I do. I almost refuse to have surgery. But what you should do seems very clear to me, and I don't understand why you're not doing it.
You mean telling Mason?
Telling Mason that Mark raped you, yes.
I refuse to do that, Sophia, and I refuse to feel guilty about
Mary.
it. Listen, please don't tell me that it's not my fault and I have nothing to be ashamed of, because I know that, and I've told that to 1,000 women who've been in this situation, but it's me this time, and it's my own
private, horror, and I don't want to tell anyone about it, even Mason.
All right, Mary, I understand that.
It's just that I'm turning into a person I don't like very much.
Honey, look what this is doing to you. Please, tell Mark you're pregnant. No matter how he feels about Mason, he loved you once, and I don't think he wants to hurt you anymore. And he can't be any harder on you than you're being on yourself.
And then the priest said that a petition would have to be drawn up and presented to the tribunal.
Enough, Mason. I know what an annulment is. I'm not interested in the mechanics. Did you ask me to come all the way here to humiliate? You wanted to pull on my chain, see if I came if you called?
I wouldn't do that.
Why not? The only use you've ever found for me was to treat me like some kind of buffoon. To lavish your famous dry wit on. Well, Mason, maybe I can't come up with elegant put-downs. That doesn't mean that I'm not your equal.
I know that, Mark. I need you here. I've got a problem that only you can solve. I tried to do it. As usual, I went about it the wrong way. Now Mary's fighting me.
Why?
Something came up that neither one of us expected, and Mary doesn't want to get into it with you because she's afraid that you'll change your mind about helping us. Now, personally, I think that you have every right to know that Mary and I are...
Mason, the waiter's trying to get your attention. You must have a call.
No, go away. I'll be right back. Hello?
Mason, it's me. Is Mark there?
Yeah. He's pretty ticked off. I've been stalling because I don't want him to leave, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to be telling him.
That's all right. I'll talk to him.
You will?
Yeah, you're right. The important thing is the annulment.
That's wonderful. I love you. We'll be right there.
No, listen, I'm not at home. Would you ask him if he'd like to rest for a few hours or something while I figure out exactly what I want to say to him, and then would you ask him to meet me at our apartment alone?
Mary.
Mason, you started this your way. Let me finish it mine.
Six rooms. Well, what's the rent? I think I was looking for something a little smaller.
Yes, sounds like a great location, but see, I don't think Ted could help you on your farm. Thanks for calling. Yes, KSB. I do believe Ted is pro-window, yes. At least one.
No, I agree. I mean, he's not that important. Of course, except when it's cold. Yeah. No, I got your number. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, guys, why don't you put your coins back in your pockets there and let somebody else use the phone? My gosh, I'm overwhelmed with people calling in, trying to keep me off the park benches for nights. Look at this, I got lists of places to look at for all these, what? Oh, we got a very important phone call. Oh, yes, we do. Line 1, hello?
Teddy.
Do I know who this is?
Not in the biblical sense. Yes?
Yeah, I do know who this is. Hi, Roxanne. How's, everything at your side of the line?
To be truthful, I'm very upset.
Well, you are? Oh, well, why don't you tell us about it?
It's you, Teddy. To think you don't have a place to rest your weary head at night. It makes me just want to break out in a rash.
Oh, Roxanne, don't do that. It's just make you itch.
First, wrap your hand around your pencil. Can you do that for me, Teddy?
Maybe. If you, tell me why.
Yes, I've got something for you. A little addressy poo. Somewhere I know you can lie down in comfort.
Well, it's definitely the nicest spot.
Yeah, lots of sunshine, big room. Hey, the price.
Yeah, I know, that two-bedroom. This has got more space.
Kitchen small, though.
Yeah, well, so are we.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's getting a little late out. I say we put down some money for the deposit, go to that used furniture store, get what we need, and move in here tonight.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, our first apartment.
Yeah, I think it'd keep us happy.
Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right.
Oh, no, listen, we have to write and thank the person who ever gave us the address.
Yeah.
Do you remember who it was?
Yeah, I'll just thank her when she calls up again.
What?
Yeah.
Roxanne gave you this address?
Yeah. I mean, what difference does it
Hey, well,
make?
we can't take it, Ted.
What?
I'm serious. Look, she's going to show up on our doorstep. I think she's losing.
Oh, no, wait, Haley. I mean, if she wants to see me, she'll just come to the station. She's not going to do that. See, that whole voice, you know, that raspy, that's a put on.
Huh.
Really?
Right. Just being dumb. Besides, she'll have to get past me first.
Yeah, right. You, gonna protect me? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go get that bed.
Ted, we have a lot of other things we need, too, you know.
Wait. I didn't mean that. Well, actually, you know, I did kind of find a bed that you might like. I mean, if you do, you got to see it first, though. It's kind of crazy.
Hey, let's not make a big deal out of this, right? Let's just go put down the deposit. Come on.
Julia. Hi. Can I buy you another drink?
No thanks, Rich. I'm waiting for my sister. I don't know if she's coming, but I'm waiting.
So how does it feel to be the hottest defense lawyer in this town?
I'm not a defense lawyer. I never wanted to be, and I never should have been. And I'm never going to make that mistake again. Why don't you tell that to having one at the club for me? Will you do that, Rich?
Well, I wish I could make a mistake like that David Laurent case once in a while. Maybe you could show me how it's done over dinner sometime, or 2 nights, or whatever it takes.
Is that my new reputation? Should put out for 2 dinners. 1 if you're lucky.
Maybe not a defense lawyer, but certainly a defensive lawyer. Why are you so hard on Rich? He was just being nice.
Excuse me. Is this your office? It's funny. It seems like you have a branch at every bar in town.
What's your problem, Julia? You won your case, won David's undying adoration, made good your promise to make a fool out of me. Isn't winning enough for you anymore? Acting like a high school prom queen who just found out the crown isn't made out of real diamonds.
Can't tell you how much it hurts me, Mason, that you don't approve of me.
Well, why stop at giving up criminal law, Julia? Why not give up this carriage trade contract stuff, too? Take on something more constructive that fits your background and attention span, like beauty school. I was just kidding.
Oh, there it was. Dent. Dent was right over there.
Yeah, you're right. And all my bridesmaids were lined up.
Uh-huh.
How many people were there? I don't remember. You did the inviting.
How many people? Oh, 400.
Plus the ones who just walked in. Who knew how many there were? Oh, I was scared to death.
You were not.
I know I wasn't. I should have been, though. All those people, I didn't know a soul. And they were all really inspecting me.
You didn't care. You didn't care about anyone, I thought. You were a handful. I mean, I remember they always said, watch out for that one.
They did not.
They did, too. That's it. Comfortable? As comfortable as a rock can be?
Kind of nice, to look back without bitterness. Cece, listen to me. I know when you think about that day, it seems like it was all pretense. Because I was pregnant. It must seem to you like I didn't mean anything that I said or how I felt. It's not true.
It meant everything.
I went from one extreme to the other, as I always tend to do. I'm thinking how pure and innocent you were to God knows what. And no woman on earth could have been either one of the women I thought you were.
Tell you what I was really frightened of.
What?
You.
Huh?
True. True, I was frightened of you. I didn't want to be in love, not then. I didn't want anything I couldn't control. I sure picked the wrong man for that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
The evening is not over.
No, I didn't mean that. Thank you. You've been trying so hard to make things better between us. And to make us friends again. I'm not sure why you're doing it, but it means a lot to me.
I don't want to be your friend, Sylvia. Not here. And not tonight. Tonight. I'm your husband.
Looked over the papers,
It's what we agreed on, yeah.
and you made a decision.
Grant, I need to know that I'll get my house and property back, and it won't depend on your whim. Because if you change your mind, I don't have any legal recourse.
Naturally, having dealt with my brother, you'd think betrayal was my specialty, too. It's not genetic, Lionel.
I need your signature, too.
After I know who embezzled my father's money. What's this? Numbers.
It's a 1957 bank statement. Look at the deposits.
Whose account was it? Mr. T. McDonald Lockridge. Your father? Did Cece know this?
He must have.
He would sell me down the river for a Lockridge.
Not to worry. I would have sold his own parents down the river.
And you knew this for how long?
Sometime.
Grant, you are going to keep your word, aren't you?
I asked for proof. This isn't proof. A string of deposits that may or may not add up to the sum that was stolen. I need to know where the money was missing and when, and that this is where it went.
Only C.C. Capwell has those kind of records. Maybe. But I think I may know somebody who can get them for you.
Who?
Pamela's son. Mason.
Mason, will you give me a break? Can you find somebody else to chip away at?
Sorry, Julia. Should have said something. Rich just told me that David and Sheila left town together last night. I didn't know that.
Does it really make any difference? The weaker the target, the more fun target practice, right? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me that I'm stupid and unprofessional. I know that. Anything you can name me, I've already called myself.
I didn't mean any of that. I just said that in court to unnerve you.
I know that. How can you stand on principle when you never had any in the first place? You know, you are right about something, though. If only the virtuous were rewarded, you would be sleeping in the gutter instead of trying to take millions from my sister and sleeping with another man's wife.
I know why you're angry, Julia. I know what love's like. Can't stop while you're falling and ask for credentials. Same thing happened to me. If I found out that Mary had been lying to me left and right, I don't know what would happen to me.
You know what I hope for you, Mason? I hope you find out.
How was the trip?
It was long, sudden, very frustrating so far. Why am I here, Mary?
Well, it seems the annulment...
Well, the annulment, yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of that subject. I told you I wouldn't oppose it. I even promised you that I'd lie so it would go through on grounds of non-consummation.
Rape does not consummate.
Look, I don't want to have this discussion again, Mary. Call it whatever you want. This is exactly the reason I thought it'd be best if I left town.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize the annulment would require you to be here in person.
For how long?
There are a couple meetings that need to be scheduled. I'm not sure how close together they can be. Probably, 2 weeks would do it.
2 weeks? Mary, I can't stay here for 2 weeks. I'm starting a new life. A job, a home of my own.
All right, maybe next month.
I can't take a vacation that soon. Look, I'll talk to my partners, and I'll see if I can get back here, next spring.
No, that's going to be too late.
Why?
Because, Mason, I have to be married by then.
Why?
Mark, you know me. I can't live with a man that I'm not married to.
Yeah, well, it hasn't seemed to have bothered you so far.
Well, it does. It does. It's a sin.
No, it's a sin what you're doing to me, Mary. Am I less than human to you, or what? Don't you think that I hurt? I'm subbing here by the man who took you away from me? And then I have to cool my heels in a hotel while you overcome your revulsion enough to look at me. Well, I'll give you your damn freedom when I'm holding up again and I can look at you and not bleed.
No, Mark. You owe me this. You're going to stay here and you're going to do what's right for me and my baby.
You're pregnant?